Welcome to the Preview Point Podcast. Thomas Icon, Tim Broadway, Rob, you got Mr. TVP.
They do.
We basketball, football fanatics, I would say. We all delve into different sports here and there. Mostly basketball and football, which is what y'all would be getting from me, myself. My brother Tim, he like boxing. Rob into everything, I believe. WWE and baseball, right? Rob?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
TVP, I believe mostly basketball and football as well.
Or basketball for me. I do college and NFL also.
And I believe he's a betting specialist too.
Oh yeah, sports betting. Yeah, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is on that.
All right, this is our first episode. We about to get into it. We about to tell y'all about ourselves. Me, myself, Tom. Like I said, football, basketball. I'm in the video games. I try to play basketball here now. I ain't playing nobody yet. I got to get myself back to it. They call me Glass. I'm rebounding energy specialist. My favorite teams, the NBA, Dallas Mavericks, Dirk my GOAT, Toronto Raptors. I really like the Thunder. I like what the Thunder been doing. So they making that way up there for me. As far as football goes, I don't have a favorite football team anymore. Indianapolis Colts was my favorite until they did Andrew Luck dirty. Now I'm just a fan of the sport.
It's fact.
Marvin Harrison was my favorite football player all the time. I don't think he's the best receiver. Someday we're going to get to that. But he's my favorite football player.
Hey, what's going, y'all? It's Tim Broadway. I'm gonna make it short. Favorite team in the NBA, Boston. Favorite player, Dame. I know it's gonna be a lot of Dame criticism in this part, but we're gonna get to that. As far as football, I'm gonna support the home team, Ravens. I definitely was a Niners and Broncos fan coming up, but I'm gonna rock with the whole team, home team. Favorite football players, at this time, I just rock with the home team. So I guess Lamar Jackson or something. But back in the day, definitely was Deion Sanders and T.O. Like as far as football, I hoop. I mean, I was playing football back as a youngin'. I still hoop now sometimes, but yeah, I mean, I'm pushing 40, so it ain't easy for us out there.
It's real talk.
Also, crazy about boxing too. I guess we're gonna spend some time on that one day. And also, rapping. I'm a lyrical genius.
Okay.
I don't be taking it that serious, but yeah, we'll get to that too.
I don't think that was that short, but all right, Rob.
I tried to, yeah.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rob. Shoot, I'm into like any type of sport for real, but my main sport is football for real. I say like my favorite player all time would probably be Barry Sanders. Like I love running backs, so I gotta show love to the running backs out there. As far as my favorite team, of course I like Philadelphia Eagles. I mean the Ravens. I mean I'm a not talk bad about the Ravens, but I only talk bad about the Ravens unless they talk about my Eagles. But other than that, I ain't got no problem with the Ravens. Hope they do some good things this year for real. As far as basketball, I mean, my team right now is the Rockets, but don't tell everybody that right now because we're in a bad state right now. We're in a bad state, but we're going to talk about that later. My favorite player all time, I would have to say, would probably have to be T-Mac. That's kind of how I started getting into liking the Rockets. I mean, y'all together, yeah, that was a little nasty combo for real. So, I mean, Eastern Conference for real. I mean, it's a couple of teams I like in the Eastern Conference, but I could say Charlotte. Charlotte, they coming up for real. Charlotte coming up. My main team is Houston. Shoot, I could talk about some other sports, but I'm gonna just leave it right there. I'm a sports fanatic.
Hey man, I'm gonna keep this short, y'all, so we can get into this, man. Most of y'all on the internet, if y'all know me already, y'all. My name's Tim. I'm gonna be TVP though. That's how I'm known to a lot of people on the internet. Sports, I'm football, basketball heavy. I like college and professional. Most of us, we all family in here, so we from Maryland. So that's the hometown. I always support the Ravens in football and the Panthers in for the NFL side. Basketball, to be truthful, I claim the hometown Hornets and shout out to the Bay. I claim the Warriors also, but LeBron, my guy, LeBron the GOAT. Know what I mean? That's my favorite player in the NBA. football, primetime Dion, man. That's my favorite player in football all time. But
Okay.
that's it for me right there. And we got something special coming for y'all. So y'all make sure y'all ride with us.
They conversation probably be long as hell. If it's not, I jotted some other stuff down for us to discuss, but we're gonna rank our top 10 players in the league right now, currently.
Top 10.
Top 10 in order.
Crazy.
I think you was cutting
top 10.
Yeah, our top 10.
You gotta let them know that.
Yeah, our personal
I mean,
top 10. It's good.
It's gonna get crazy, but this is our top 10, y'all.
Yeah, that's how we starting it off.
We're gonna go 10, 9, 8. We're not just gonna do our whole list.
Oh, you want to do bottom to
if
top?
You got any?
Oh shit! All right. Let's do it.
For 10, I got Kawhi.
I didn't expect that.
Okay.
I got Kawhi. Mostly because for games played.
Okay.
But that's what I got for 10.
Okay. I ain't expect that neither. I ain't gonna lie. I was not expecting.
Because I'm a Kawhi hitter.
Say Kawhi.
Nah, yeah, that's what I said. I was not going.
Because I'm a Kawhi hitter.
I respect that. Yeah, respect it. All right. You talking about
10,
Kawhi? Yeah. What you had to say about Kawhi? You don't think he should be 10? Why not?
Tim, he talking to you.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
That
Tim.
was me.
Yeah, to you.
Yeah.
You said he should be
I
10.
feel like if we going by stats, he's and rings, accomplishments, he's a top 10 player. But if you going by the league is a what have you done for me lately type league. So if you're going by that, right now he's not top 10 because he's not even playing games. And if he's playing games, it's 20, 30 a season, like, just rounding it off. Like he's not even doing top 10 things. So I wouldn't have him in my top 10. But as like, if you're going off career, but as a current top 10 player in the league, I mean, I don't see him as that because I don't see what he's doing. Like,
I'm gonna let you get to your list before I speak on it. Yeah, I was gonna say I'll let you get to your list before I note on mine. Cause I respect it. You had him at 10. Who 9?
Hold on, I gotta make sure I write this down. So I had to,
y'all. I mean, y'all know I'm a Kawhi hater, but
nah, go ahead.
I ain't expect for you to say him. That's why.
I know. That's why I said I'm a Kawhi hater, but
I don't think nobody expected that.
All right, who at 9?
Y'all want me to go do my whole time?
Yeah, do your whole list.
All right,
your whole 9.
You gonna do? Everybody go through
9. I got Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
8. I got Tatum. 7. I got Embiid. 6. Kevin Durant. 5. LeBron. 4.
Doing the whole 10. Okay.
Hold on, who you said you got number 6?
Number 6, Kevin Durant.
Okay.
Woo.
5. I got LeBron.
Right.
Okay.
4. I got Luka. 3. Steph. Number 2, Joker.
All right.
Number 1, I got Giannis.
Giannis. Okay. Woo. Wow.
Who going next?
Thing threw me off. That's fine. I mean,
we gonna talk about his top 10.
I mean, how y'all want to do it? Y'all want to interject?
Who you said? Tom, who you said you had 2, 3, and 4?
2, I got Joker.
Okay. And number 3?
I got Steph.
Okay. And number 4 was
4,
who?
I got Luka.
Luka?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, like I said, I think everybody's surprised when you said the Kawhi thing.
I mean, I can accept that.
I mean, number 9, Jimmy Butler. I can see him
not mad at that.
being in the top 10 the way how he's been playing in the last couple of years, ever since he joined Miami. So I can see him being the top 10 player now. I mean, I can't complain with the list. The list is kind of good.
Not how he was in these finals, but go ahead.
You gotta make it to the finals to play bad in it.
Play bad. I agree with that.
That's true.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I got a problem.
That's true.
I disagree with LeBron at 5, but I'm gonna go second. I'm gonna go. Let me jump in on this. And we can get to it. Yeah. Nah, because I'll say our list pretty similar. And so at 10, this is where I was actually stuck at. And I low key am still kind of stuck at it. But at 10, I'm gonna go Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler at 10. I got Anthony Davis at number 9. Now, on my list, I'm going off of last season, going into this season. And I'm not taking I do somewhat take games played into account, but I also was looking at production. And I also care more about defense. So I know we in an offensive league and people fascinated by offense, but defense is something I take into consideration. I got.
Let me just interject one time. So you going off of how they, I guess, stats last season and predictions for going into the next season?
How I'm ranking them going into next season. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just basing it off last year.
Well, I was just asking.
Yeah.
I guess to interject again, mine was last 2 seasons.
Okay.
Stats and games played. That's what I made my list off of.
All right. So I got Jimmy at 10. I had 80 and 9. I got Embiid at 8. Joel Embiid at 8. John Moran at 7. KD at 6. Curry at 5. Luka at 4. Giannis at 3. Jokic at 2. And the GOAT at number 1.
Hold on. Who you say you had number 6? Who you say you had number 6?
Got KD.
Yeah. And say 4, 3, and 2, and 1 again.
So Luka 4, Giannis 3, Jokic 2, and LeBron number 1.
And you still got LeBron as your number 1 player?
Still the best player in the league, man. 38 years old, going crazy.
Let me get into mine real quick.
All right, go ahead.
I do want to say some honorable mentions.
Okay, that's
which
fair.
Kawhi was one.
Yeah,
he was an honorable mention. Jimmy Butler was one.
Okay.
Even though Harden fell off, he was one, but like he's not the younger generation's GOAT. Paul George, he was one, and if he's when he's healthy, he's going to be that boy. He might not be a top 10 to some people,
that's
but
my guy.
He's definitely like when healthy, he is that.
Okay.
But all right, so at my 10, I'm going for my guy because he does it all offensively. He's he's small on the defensive end, so I mean,
boy.
I know my brother doesn't like him, but numbers. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Oh my God.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Numbers do lie for sure, but go ahead. Who 10?
Numbers. No, come on, man. Dame time at 10.
I ain't mad at it. That's fine.
That's my man, because I'm telling you, we'll get into that. But my man Dame at 10. I got at number 9. I got Embiid. I ain't got too much to say about him because I'm not really a fan of his, but I'm like, I ain't gonna be biased. I'm like, he's really a talented player, so I'm not gonna knock that. At 8, I have AD. When he's healthy, he's a top tier player, but he can't stay healthy, and then he's scared of competition. We all know he just like playing against big men. Like, come on, you a 7-foot and you scared of big men. Like,
well, this year he showed differently this season.
Not scared of
I say he definitely showed that in the plays here.
Well, no, I agree with you. Hold on, I'm just saying this. Well, no, I'm just saying this season he actually played against centers and stuff. That's why I said this season he showed differently. But
because he
I
had
agree
to.
I agree with you though.
Look at the Lakers off-season moves they're doing right now. I think they got a big man, a young big
Jackson
man
Hayes.
already to play center. 1 or 2, 1 or 2 big men already. And that's, I'm pretty sure, because
he don't want to play the 5. You're right about that.
Well, he bigger than Jackson Hayes.
Sure is.
But Hayes, not. I mean, I can't really defend Hayes.
I like Jackson Hayes. Jackson Hayes he ain't get playing time anymore.
Right, but of course that's why they got him to benefit AD.
Well, shit, ain't had nobody come off the bench. That's why they got it there.
That's a fact because they sure ain't have a bench.
You thought they was gonna play Tristan
neither.
Thompson? You thought they was gonna play Tristan Thompson at the 5 again?
No, they had who they had
Mo Bamba.
They had Mo Bamba.
They got Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba went to Philly.
And they had another young dude. The name
Thomas Brown.
Not Thomas Brown. They had
Wayne Gabriel.
He talented. I mean, he was a cool defensive player, but no, we'll get back. I forgot his name.
Let's get back to the list. Hold on, let's finish this list. All right, so we can get to that in a second. But all right, you had AD 8, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Luke at 7.
7.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you like defensive players, right? I like Luka offensively, but I mean, just like my man Dame, he's a defensive liability. But I'm sorry, honorable mention SGA. I'm telling you, his time is coming.
He almost made my list. Yeah.
He
Tatum.
6
6 I got Tatum.
Okay.
5 I got Steph. 4 I got Joker. No, I'm sorry. 4 I got KD.
Oh, okay.
3 I have Joker.
All
2
right.
currently I have the GOAT LeBron.
Okay.
And 1 I got Giannis. Giannis is just
Not mad at that.
really
Ain't mad at that.
Giannis is unstoppable. If he gets a little better jumper, it's like
He'll legit be
the league
unstoppable.
is
I agree
done.
with
But
that.
yeah,
I
I
agree
don't
with that.
think
Even
he's
just
a
a
better
mid
A
range.
mid-range.
Even if he was
That's
just,
it.
right.
and it ain't got to be the 3, just the mid range.
Yeah,
Right.
I
I
agree
don't
with that.
think he's like better than Braun or smarter than Braun. Like even at this stage, but right now, Giannis don't take off. Like no games. Like he's like really like the most unstoppable player right now. Like he don't take off. Like Braun, a fall back, try to run the offense. Like because he got the
His
he
asshole.
mentally he's
Yeah, I was
there.
about to say
He old.
it's his age.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what. But I'm going. But I'm not going off of career. I'm going off like
Right now.
right now, like how
Yeah.
I feel. Because right now, this 38-year-old with the same birthday as mine in the same year. But yeah, he at 38, he's that like still.
I agree with.
Yeah.
I think we all agree with you.
Yeah, I ain't got
But you had him in the top. In your top.
I think I had him 5. Yeah, I had him 5.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he had a 5. Yeah.
All right.
All
All right,
right,
Rod, go ahead. So we can get into this because it's a lot to unpack with
All
everybody.
right, my top 10 NBA players right now. I mean, my honorable mentions. I got AD, Donovan Mitchell. I got him up there. Donovan Mitchell, cool. But my top 10 right now, I got Jason Tatum number 10, Jimmy Butler number 9. Nobody said Devin Booker. Why?
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention.
Nobody said Devin Booker, but I got Devin Booker number 8.
Yeah, he in my pool.
Yeah, he
Adam in my pool.
And then I got number 7. I got the MVP Embiid. I got him number 7. Number 6, I got Kevin Durant number 6. Number 5, I got Steph. Number 4, I got Luka. Number 3, I got LeBron. Number 2, I got who should have been MVP this year, in the Joker. And of course, number 1 is the Greek Freak. Like everybody say, he's just unstoppable. As long as he get the jumper, he gonna be basically just unstoppable. So that's my top 10 for real.
All right.
So does everybody have the Greek Freak at number 1?
No.
not
Yeah.
not
But
TVP.
everybody
Oh,
got
TVP
we
has
all
Braun.
got him in the top 3, right? I got him in the top
Okay.
3.
Hold on. Giannis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He.
Honestly, for me,
Yeah.
LeBron, Jokic, and Giannis was interchangeable. Like, no problem.
You don't got Steph.
That's
Oh well, no, y'all got
in
a
top
got
3.
him at 5.
Nah, yeah,
Steph 5 for me.
yeah. I
Yeah,
got,
y'all
I got
Steph
Steph 5.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, I got him at 5 too.
I about to say because it seems like our list for the most part is basically the same.
Especially
Less
top
some
5.
people. I just say that's why I say top 3. Like, seeing we all on the same page with that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and throw out here the curveball. We can get into the drama. Y'all got Jason Tatum on y'all top 10. He not in my top 10. He barely made an honorable mention.
You said he didn't make an honorable mention?
I said he barely.
Barely?
He barely. And I'm gonna tell you
Barely?
what, and when I say honorable mention, I'm talking top 15. Because I got a pool, I think my pool was 17. And I'm about to
You
tell
ain't see
you
what
why.
he been doing with the Celtics?
Yeah,
He been
I'm,
making the finals,
Yeah.
like the Eastern Cup.
This why. You can thank Jaylen Brown for that. I don't think Jason Tatum better than Jaylen Brown. I would not take Jason Tatum over Jaylen Brown. I would take Jaylen Brown over Jason Tatum.
That's debatable. I ain't gonna front.
I mean, yeah,
and
you
I'm gonna
can't.
say why,
Nobody can't get
because
mad at that.
if y'all look, you would just point out the finals. Where was Jason Tatum? Like Jaylen Brown showed up every game. Number 1, number 2, Jason Tatum was a product of. Excuse me, he was a product of Marcus Smart and Jaylen Brown, so he didn't have to worry about playing defense and offense. He could sit back on defense and focus more on offense, and he the number 1 option. So yeah, that's why I ain't got him in my top 10. I don't think he's top.
Tatum played defense though, bro.
Not better than Jaylen Brown. I'm not saying he don't play defense.
Right, probably not. But you know, he's the one. Remember last year?
I think Tatum been playing better defense the last few seasons. I
do
think
agree.
Brown.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
I think
last year.
I think Brown fell off as a defender because he started becoming more of an offensive player. But
more and more. But I say that because if you look at who guarding the number 1 option on defense, it's never Jason Tatum. It's either Jaylen Brown or it's Marcus Smart, depending on 1 through 3 anyway. he ain't guarding like Jimmy Butler. That was Jaylen Brown assignment. That was not. It should have been Jason Tatum assignment, but you saw Jaylen Brown or Jimmy Butler.
I mean, Jason Tatum usually be playing what? The forward, small forward, power forward.
Yeah,
really
that's what I'm saying. He be playing the small forward, not guarding the team's best option.
Last year, I remember Tatum going through Giannis. He's not better than Giannis, but he went through Giannis, went through KD and the Nets, and he went through Jimmy and the Heat, and he was guarding all them players. And I don't see.
I mean, they both had that.
Y'all got Jimmy over. Y'all got Jimmy over Tatum. Like that's crazy.
They just went head to head. They just proved that head.
Don't forget about last year. Don't forget about last year.
Last year.
Jimmy played.
We're talking about the 2022 to 2023 regular and postseason. Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, I think Jimmy played better than Tatum last year in the playoffs.
That's why.
Remember, he was
down 3-1. Jimmy had them 3-1 calling a timeout on their court. Come on, man. And you supposed to be like
you talking about this year or last year? Oh, this year?
This playoffs we was just in. Yeah. They was head to head. That's what I'm like. They was head to head.
Yeah, this year, I mean, I ain't gonna blame coaching and all that either, but this shit was crazy for them. Like Tom was icon to tell you, watching them playoffs, boy, none of them niggas could dribble. Like, yo, that
been an issue the last 2-3 seasons. So
yo, it stood out.
It ain't just this year.
It stood out big time. Like it stood out big time this year
because they was struggling. But they was turning it over last year in the finals, right? Yeah, they was turning it over. Same shit they was doing this year in the playoffs.
The finals is when
last year in the finals.
Yeah, I'm gonna say in the finals is when all that ball handling shit started. Like it wasn't like that throughout the whole playoffs. Well, they was winning.
Golden State a different team.
Huh?
Golden State a different team.
Yeah. That's why I'm not trying to reflect on last season. I'm talking about this season that just passed. Like I was watching this playoffs, all of the teams, all of the games. And I specifically was watching that because I was having this conversation offline. I think me and you talked about it, Tom. Like, but I talked to about a few people. I'm like, Jason Tatum is the prime example of when like the franchise want the franchise player to be the hero, win, lose. But then the secondary player, like let me give y'all these numbers real quick. Jason Tatum averaged 39-5. Jaylen Brown averaged 27-7-4. As the secondary player, guarding the best player on the other team, if it's not Marcus Smart, like I gotta respect that. That's why I say defense matter to me. Yeah. You putting up them numbers, and you the second option, and you guarding the primary player on the other team. Nah, I'm sorry, I'm taking him over Tatum all day. That's why I ain't put him in my top.
That's
10.
A great debate. I like him. Like with me, like it really wasn't.
Who you like? Who you like more, Rob? Tatum or Brown?
I have to go with Tatum.
All right. Us three like Brown over Tatum. Me, Tom, TVP, and Tim.
Man, because he played better defense.
Why
that's,
do we
to
like
me, that's
Tatum
what give him the
Brown?
edge. That's what give Brown the
Tatum. That's what give him the edge because he played better defense. I mean, Tatum, he gonna get out there.
I like Jaylen Brown since he got drafted. Yeah, he like I said, he fell off as a defender. Well, I ain't gonna say fell off, but he's not as good of a defender as he was about 2-3 seasons ago.
We definitely gonna see how good.
We definitely gonna see. For me,
Smart get traded.
Yep, we definitely gonna see how much of a good defender he is.
When he try to drive to the paint, he always loses the ball. That's Jaylen Brown only issue for me.
No, that's a fact.
Don't forget narratives. The narratives that the media create, they like if the 2023 season start and they start saying Brown the best player on that team, the narrative is going to change, and that's how it's going.
That's not going to happen though. And that's what
I know it's not. I'm just saying. I don't want
to go into narratives, but I was
gonna say, we definitely not gonna go to narratives. That'll be a whole different convo.
But hold on, but you see what I'm saying? Because how we looking at looking at the stats and what they really do and what we observe. Right. But the media, of course, they're gonna ride for who they want, and they're gonna make that player seem like the best player, even when you can prove like you're doing, you pulling up numbers and you saying like, hey, Tatum averaged only 3 more points than Brown, and Brown played better defense and harder players. So even though he averaged 3 points less, that actually looked like he's the better player because he's doing more. I mean, but the media is not going to push it like that. It's going to be Tatum. Like you feel
because he scored. Because it's all about points at the end.
Well, that's why I said at the beginning of all this, like we in the offensive league, like not even just like the narrative with the media. Like I mean, of course, the media gonna highlight whoever gonna get them paid. But like, just look at like other fans, you know what I'm saying? I know this is our first podcast, so you know we gonna keep it real about everything. But like, just look at the casual fan nowadays. Like, they care about who's scoring, who's shooting from 30, like how many threes you hit in the game, like, and people not taking the last shot, but like nobody paying attention to defense or who made the right play or stuff like that, you know. And that's why I brought that up, because like I be watching the Celtics all the time, and like Tatum got all the criticism when they lost. And then he was the hero when they won, but they barely talked about Jaylen Brown. Hooping with the mask on, locking up, you know what I mean? Keeping the Celtics in the game. Like, all Tatum, I think one of the games they won, Jaylen Brown carried them 3 quarters. Tatum struggling all game, but he finally showed up in the fourth
game
quarter.
7 against the 76ers, I believe.
Was that what game? Yeah, I think that's what game was. Brown carrying them. And then
I think Tatum
win
had
the
like
game,
2
and
points.
It's like Jason Tatum's back. Like, man, come on. Dog can hoop.
Yeah,
he can hoop, but come on, man. We can't keep dissing my boy Jaylen Brown.
Defense just don't get him much attention for real. Like I said, it's all about offense. Fans want to see scoring. They just want to see points just get thrown up. It's all about the 3 ball. They don't even see people taking mid-ranges no more.
All right, let's get to this Kawhi topic. We going back to Kawhi. How the hell you put Kawhi? Because we know you. What the hell? I respect you being unbiased. I ain't even going to lie to you. I respect you keeping it a buck. But Kawhi, like...
Yeah.
If we go talk about him, like, you think Kawhi... So you think Kawhi... KD better than Kawhi?
Do I think KD's better?
A better player all around than Kawhi?
Yeah.
Why?
Scoring ability. KD can play defense. He's shown that he can play defense. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I forgot we just not having a regular conversation. Yeah. Kawhi not the same defender. Well, no, I'm saying I was about to say, I tell you all the time, Kawhi not this defender he was 5-6 years ago.
Right.
With the Raptors and the Spurs. He's not that as a defensive player anymore.
Right.
He's become a great offensive player. No, that's his whole career.
What you said?
You barely be on the court.
See, and we talked about this, so let's talk about this publicly, because I think Tim said something about this earlier. How much do you playing, because that's something I did look at for a little bit, but then I just got tired of trying to follow the numbers. How much do games played matter? Like, because
it should.
It should matter.
Here's why I asked, because you got players who legitimately injured. You got load management where people over there dapping each other up, drinking liquor on the sidelines. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they could hoop, ain't nothing wrong with them, but they injured an ankle or something, or just the load management thing. Like, people not playing for that. So I'm like, just because a player hurt, I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh, you not better than this dude, because they're like saying KD not better than Embiid because Embiid played 66 games this year. Like, that's insane.
66 games. Like, he played 68 games last season.
I don't care how many games KD played. He better than Embiid. Like, Embiid a good big man for sure, but which also bring me to something I can get to, because I want to talk about James Harden. But I was about to say, Embiid low key benefited a lot from James Harden because of them playing pick and roll and them having to double James Harden. Like, no James Harden, Embiid might not have even got the. It's crazy.
Won that MVP.
33. Yeah, he might not have won MVP if it wasn't for James Harden. So,
I mean, y'all know I got a lot of Embiid slander and a lot of Dame slander, so I can disrespect them two all day.
All right. Well, the Kawhi thing. All right, I respect that, because I was gonna say I'm looking at all the stuff you said.
Don't forget.
We'll get to Dame too.
Kawhi, he averaged 24 points. Well, 23.8 points when he did play, 6.5 rebounds, and almost 4 assists when he did play this season.
Yeah, I mean,
he didn't play last season. He didn't play last season, but the season before, 24.8 points per game, 6.5 assists. 6.5 rebounds and 5.2 assists per game. I mean, that's why. I mean, and he is a top tier player when he plays. His issue
when he plays. Yeah, that's the thing.
That's what the conversation came
when you
from.
State
How
Kawhi,
much does it matter?
When you state Kawhi, you gotta state when he plays, and don't forget.
All right, let me hold on.
But that's the same thing that could be said about KD too. You say the same thing.
Yeah, I was about to say and AD. I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that.
KD, but KD.
Who played more games this season, KD or Kawhi? Not including playoffs. Yeah.
Not including the playoffs. Hold on, let's see.
I mean, I know, but I'm asking you.
It probably this year. It probably was Kawhi, but if you go like. Kawhi literally, they we all think he can play and he's not playing. So like
Yeah,
KD
more.
when he could play, if KD is 80%, if KD is 80%, he's gonna go out there and play. Like Kawhi got to be 99.9% to step out on that court, and that's not reliable and that's not fair to the team. I'm not knocking him for not wanting to play.
I agree with
y'all.
I'm just saying y'all X why I got him at 10, and I'm telling y'all, and y'all know I'm not a big Kawhi fan, but.
I was just curious to hear. I mean, your reasons is valid. I'm not saying they invalid. I just, in the public.
I mean, you got Booker at what, 6, Rob?
Yeah, because I was about to be next.
You said who?
You got Booker at like 6?
No.
Oh, you got him at 8.
I got him at 8.
Yeah.
8.
Hey, Booker,
Booker played 53 games this season. Kawhi played 52.
So before we jump into that,
this like Booker first time really getting like seriously injured like that.
I agree with y'all. I'm just saying when y'all say games played, when y'all
that was the question. How much does it matter? That was what I asked.
For me,
availability.
When you knocking
the best is availability. The best is availability. You ain't on the court.
I feel you.
Like,
availability does matter. Just it like matters. Now with these MVPs and awards now,
all pros.
They just changed the rule. Like you need to play at least like 60, I believe like 66 games to be eligible.
65, 66, yeah.
60, yeah.
They need exactly.
Yeah, they need to be like that. So that's eligibility or availability is a big thing. And to go back on go ahead.
No, go ahead.
To go back on that on Booker showed up in them playoffs and I guess the end of the season because KD actually took I ain't saying he took the back seat, but Booker showed up like when KD got there. So it looked like it was still Booker team. Like everybody thought like, oh, this KD team, which it might be now, but going off this last
Booker team.
Going off what we just seen, that team currently belongs to Booker. Even though I got KD in my top 5 and not Booker right now, which it kind of don't make sense to have a player in your top 5, but saying he's on another person's team that's not in the top 5.
No, you proving my point. No, I'm gonna tell you why it make perfect sense. Because all of y'all got Jason Tatum in y'all top 10. I don't, and my reason was because Jaylen Brown is better than Jason Tatum. So that just proves my point. Kevin Durant is a better player all around than Devin Booker. That just ain't Devin Booker team. And you want to know why Devin Booker showed out? Because everybody know KD that dude, so you can't one-on-one them. They started double teaming them. And just like I said, Embiid benefited from Harden, Booker benefited from KD. It was the exact same situation. Everybody saw KD there.
So you don't see Brown benefiting from Tatum getting doubled and stuff?
No. No.
I mean, Tatum is the number one option. He has the ball more. Like he gets the ball in the post. He gets it. Like he brings it. Like he has the ball in his hand more. So like
he has.
Tim saying the UTVP.
He got more responsibilities on offense.
What Tim is saying, the UTVP. The argument that you're making for Devin Booker going off is the same. He's saying Jaylen Brown numbers is where they at because of Jason Tatum. That's what you were trying to say, right?
Not just because of that.
Well, yeah, no, I'm just saying.
I don't agree with that.
Not just because of that, but
that's what you was getting at, right?
Yeah, that's how it's
like
me. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like that's what you was trying to get at, right? Like,
right,
because Tatum and KD are the number one options or the better players as the media world said. No, I'm saying this is
exactly. Yeah.
So that's why Booker went off once KD got there. So he's saying, shouldn't that be the same for Brown?
No.
This
is what I'm trying to say.
I'm just saying
all KD,
but
Devin Booker was hooping before KD got there because him having Chris, the Suns had a solid team before KD got there, and if anything, they had a better team before KD got there. They dismantled the team. That's why they didn't go far in the playoffs. They traded their big players away. That was nuts. But Booker was hooping before KD got there. I'm not discrediting that at all. What I'm saying is, before KD got there, if they double team Booker, it won't nobody there to carry the load. But what I'm saying is now that KD is there, they can't double team. Like if you watch the playoffs, you rarely saw them double team Booker because they was double teaming KD. So Booker's numbers just shot up. That's why he was like, what did he finish? I think second in points in the playoffs because you can't double team Booker because you not.
He was going
if
off.
you got to choose your point, if you got to pick your poison, they gonna always put the ball in Booker hand before KD. Like if somebody got to take the last shot, they gonna double team KD and they gonna make Booker shoot. Like that's what I'm saying.
They was actually double teaming both of their asses, but
I mean, well, no, I'm saying eventually it got to a point where they started doubling Devin Booker because it was like, all right, you just scored 30 points
both
on
of them
us.
was getting double teamed. They just somebody else got to score because they was the only two players really playing in the playoff for them.
The current player out of those two is who? I mean, the current best player out of those two
is
right
KD.
now, not off a career.
Well, KD, right now,
right
now, in 2023, right now, Kevin Durant is a better basketball player than Devin Booker.
Yeah.
Okay, but did you say that? Didn't somebody say that's Booker's team?
It is Booker's team, and I'm gonna tell you why it's Booker's team. That don't mean that's what I was trying to say. The Suns is Devin Booker's team. He's gonna be the number one option, but that's because KD is choosing to take the back seat. KD could be like, "Yo, forget Devin Booker. This is my team now," and they will run with that. But ain't no KD.
Well, we know KD not a player. We know KD not a leader. So
like he gonna sit like even when he went to Golden State, he was the best player on Golden State, but that was still Steph's team. So that's what I'm saying. Like that's still Devin Booker's team. That don't make him the best player. That's just his team. They gonna build around Booker. Like he ain't going nowhere. KD can go somewhere. That's what when it's your team. He the franchise player. Like Booker's their franchise. So yeah, he's going to be their player. But he not better than KD. Just like
look at Boston.
Yeah, but what did they do?
Who's in the trade? Who in the trade market right now?
Neither one of them. Brown got his money already, and Tatum about to get his.
No, if you look, they've been talking about shopping around for Jaylen Brown. They don't ever do that.
They've been doing it for the last 2 years.
I was gonna say
they've been talking about that, which is crazy.
I hope they do. So that'll just prove it even more. Like I'm telling you, Jason Tatum, he not dumb. He in that front office like y'all ain't trading him nowhere. That's why they gave that man his money. It's gonna cost him $600 million to keep him.
They gave it to him today.
No, I'm talking about. Didn't Brown get his first? I thought he got it last year.
I think
Brown got his last year, and I think Tatum.
No, Brown up for his extension. Brown up for his extension now.
Oh, Brown just got his? Okay, so I said it backwards. Okay.
No, he didn't get it yet unless he signed it today. But no,
he's talking about it though. I seen it.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He just made the All NBA team.
Right.
Like his extension,
for the Supermax.
Yeah, like he didn't get it yet, but he's available for it.
Yeah, and what I was trying to tie was they're not the same because that is Boston's team. I mean, Jason Tatum is the franchise player. I don't think he's better than Jaylen Brown, but y'all was talking about having the ball. Like Marcus Smart's the point guard. He was normally bringing the ball up most of the time. They pass the ball more than Phoenix do. Devin Booker, Mr. ISO. But Brown isn't benefiting off Tatum getting double teamed because they don't really double team Tatum like that. If y'all watch the Boston games, like the way they play, he not playing a lot of ISO. They do a lot of screen, a lot of pass, a lot of moving around.
Golden State did.
That's one team though. I'm talking about the league.
No, I'm just saying Golden State.
Well, that's because Golden State. That's why they got championships. You know what I'm saying? They got a smart franchise.
Yeah, Golden State did.
Like if you look at most of Boston games, Jaylen Brown either got an ISO or he catch a shoot because he playing defense and he's staying out the way, spacing because spacing is important. Like Jason Tatum's not spacing because he's either trying to post up, he got the ball looking to pass, come off a screen, like he's doing more. But they're not double teaming Tatum. But he don't need and the reason I say that is the games that the Celtics struggle, Brown don't struggle. He's still hooping. If he carried the team, if Brown do struggle, if he do struggle,
that motherfucker regardless.
Well, I mean, when you the second option, you got to. You know what I'm saying? When you get it, you better let it fly, especially when you can hoop. But I feel like there's been more games that the Celtics have won, and I would have to probably look more into this, where Tatum struggled and Brown carried the load versus when Jaylen Brown struggled and Tatum carried the load.
Agreeable.
Like if you look at that,
yeah, I mean that's true.
That
agreeable
to me. That's what speaks to what make Jaylen Brown better. Is like Jaylen Brown, like yo, you can struggle, I got you. But if I struggle, you ain't got me like that. So I'm rocking with Jaylen Brown on that.
I ain't going back and forth with you. Like that's a good one. Like,
but like yeah,
I like them both. You know, like I said, that's my team.
I had Tatum at 12 and Jaylen Brown at 11. That's why I said I got them as honorable mention. I actually had Dame at 13, and Dame, my guy. I'm with you on Dame Time. That's my guy too. Top 10, I I couldn't
Nah.
put the top 10. I couldn't do it.
I had
No.
to throw him up.
I
That's
couldn't
my
do it.
guy. Like,
Yeah, and I mean that's my
you
guy
was killer.
too. But I had to be his unbiased.
Dame
And I
got
don't even
out
like
of
Luka.
everybody you mentioned. Dame got the worst teammates, the most unhealthy teammates, and he still put up these numbers. Don't you talk about what somebody? Not saying nobody in the league does it by
Unhealthy,
themselves,
okay.
but his team never has a solid healthy team. Nurkic is cool, but
I agree.
Nurkic
I agree
don't
with
play. Like he just basically there by himself. He's been unhealthy too, but most of his career he's been the number one option, and the number two option has been
when they cleared out Brandon Roy and Aldridge. Yeah, he was a number.
yeah,
for
that's
sure.
what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Like for most of his career, like
Right,
he
yeah.
hasn't had a solid number two. Like everybody we mentioned got a number two that's that.
Okay.
Dame
Well,
hasn't
I
had
mean,
that.
now, Luka does now, but not Luka.
I was gonna say Luka. Yeah, and
But
he's
Luka
still
only been
putting
in
up
the
the
league
same.
what, like 5 years? Like
That's
I mean,
that's a stat. That's
Dame
more
been
than
in there
average.
like 10.
Yeah,
And
Dame
Luka
been in
already
there
made
like
it.
10 years, and
And
he been
Luka
doing
already
this
made it as far as Dame had without a better second number two option.
But they had a better team.
hold on.
Who the
Yeah,
hell
I was
Dame
about to
had?
say they had a better team. Yeah, nah, we can't do that.
Dallas
I
had a
mean,
better
We can't
team,
do
bro.
that. Yeah, we can't
If
do
y'all
that.
think, well, I mean, if y'all think the Mavericks was better than the Trailblazers, that's fine. I think
for
they're.
sure.
I think
That's not a
they're
question.
on par with each other.
Yeah,
I think.
Oh yeah, Dame, that's what I'm saying. Dame,
So all right, so
Trailblazers
you got
haven't
Dame, you got
had
CJ
nothing.
McCollum. Y'all would have took, I guess Dwight Powell.
Other than CJ,
Y'all would've took
Hold
the
on,
White Powell over.
I would have took the bigs from Dallas in the bench over the bigs from Portland in the bench. That was the difference in them two teams, right?
So y'all, so hold
y'all
on, you
had
keeping
better
Dame.
role-
Hold on, so you keeping Dame and CJ, but you swapping everything else out.
Yeah, on
everything
Dallas
else
side,
is
yeah,
trash.
So
absolutely. The bench, the
so
bigs,
you got-
yeah.
You got Luka and
You had Tim Hardaway
whatever.
on that team.
All the players that you
Tim
Tim
Hardaway.
had
All right,
that
hold
they
on.
got rid of.
The Western Conference Finals. When Dame took the Trailblazers to the
that was
Western Conference
2019
Finals,
when they played Golden State. I don't even
He
think
had-
Nurkic played.
who the fuck was
I
on
think
the
Nurkic
roster?
was
That
hurt.
nigga never played.
Yeah, I think he was hurt. And that right there is my whole point, that you even got to think about it. Like, it was literally Dame and CJ and whoever else could suit
Well,
up.
I mean, it was a couple seasons ago. I can't recall the whole roster.
And I don't fully remember the Mavs roster. I just know Luka has
Well,
always had
I mean,
a
that
better
was last
team
year.
than
I know.
since he's been in the
I mean,
league.
Tim Hardaway, Jalen Brunson,
And
Spencer
Jalen
Dinwiddie,
Brunson. That right there,
Dorian
that's it.
Finney-Smith.
That's it right there. Like, Dinwiddie alone.
Those three. Hold on, those three players.
I'm saying, you said
Not saying they
Luka,
stars, but they're
Tim
roles.
Hardaway, Jalen Brunson,
No, I mean we taking
and
we
Spencer
got in the
Dinwiddie.
conversation.
Them four
Finney Smith.
over.
Don't sleep on Finney Smith.
No, yeah, I was gonna say I was just stopping with
Finney
those
Smith,
four because
he's okay.
I'm talking just strictly
Yeah,
the guard play
defense, like you got defensive solid
Exactly.
defenders.
right there,
Dallas,
and you got bench
Portland,
players.
them niggas is-
You got two
Allen-
solid
who-
bench
Who
players.
they had Allen Crabb. And what the hell was that that fucking wing name?
Crab ain't.
Yeah, like
He was playing in the playoffs. I mean,
Of course he was
His
playing. He
career-
had on the jersey. He had on the jersey. He was suiting
his
up.
career,
Yeah, he was
his
getting
career,
some PT.
he was. I can't pull it up right now, but
Hold
maybe
on. What we
maybe
want to
can
look
say-
at?
I guess the 2019
roster?
playoffs.
I think it said
The 2019 playoffs.
roster.
All right, let's see.
Because I mean that's what matters. The playoffs, what they did in that playoff series, in those playoff series, correct?
That's what I was referencing. Yeah, that roster, that team was. Hey, yo, so this
Well,
was,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This was their roster. I'm gonna just pull up just these partials right here. I want to know this name out here, and y'all, and I'm a Tar Heel. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from North Carolina. They had Nasir Little. They had Dame, Nasir Little, Nurkic, and Anthony Simmons.
Simons, in the 2019
Simons.
playoffs.
Yeah, this was the 2019 roster. Yeah.
He was playing in the playoffs.
He wasn't. No, he was there, but he wasn't like.
Well, yeah, that's why I say he was playing.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm trying to pull the full roster and go to.
I was about to say because if y'all tell me Simons was playing,
No, he was not in.
No, not in the playoffs.
back to the top 10, I think I'd only want to have Kawhi. Tim, you'd only want to have Dame. Rob, you'd only want to have Booker.
I think everybody had.
Hold up. Hey, hold on. Dame is a top 75 player, right? Jimmy Butler not.
We're not
Butler,
gonna get
I'm
into
pretty sure
that. We're not
he
gonna get into
should
the
be.
tops. We're not gonna do that. That's a whole nother conversation. We need to say that for another episode.
I'm-
I got so many
I'm just
issues
I'm
with
just
people
stating
not in.
facts.
I mean, he
Dame
should
ain't
be.
better than Jimmy Butler. I'm sorry, he's not.
What
He's
he
not.
could do over
Matter of
Jimmy
fact,
Butler?
we about
What
to
Jimmy
find
Butler
out.
could do? I mean,
He
just play
played
defense. Other than
defense.
defense, what?
Yeah, what are you
That's it?
talking
Score?
about?
He scored.
Well, no, I'm not. No, you said what can he do better than Dame? And I'm specifically saying he plays defense. People do not emphasize the importance of defense. Why you think Miami couldn't beat the Nuggets? They could shoot with them. They couldn't defend them. Like, they lost the finals because they cannot defend the Nuggets.
Got that defender guy you was talking about.
No, we talking about defense. I'm trying to emphasize why defense is so important. I'm saying Jimmy Butler is better in defense by a milestone than Dame Dollar. And that right there ends that debate.
Better by a milestone.
No, not on offense. I know it's not.
No.
No. I'm not going to disagree with you on the offense, but by a milestone, no, we're not. Yo, you want statistics? Yo, look at the number. Nah, I don't want to do statistics because Dame ain't make the playoffs. So that's not fair. I was about to say, just go look at the.
I think you can say he's better at a milestone at shooting, but all offense.
Shooting, yeah, because that don't include, driving to the rim.
Yeah, that's why I say shooting.
You ain't finna see Dame posting up nobody. You're not about to see Dame doing nothing inside.
I'm pretty sure Jimmy Butler finished at the rim better than Dame.
You don't see Steph Curry posting up nobody, but he's offensively.
That's not a good comparison. Dame, you think Dame and Steph in the same offensive category?
I mean, they both top 75 players. I'm just saying Jimmy not, but
that's me.
We know Dwight Howard is supposed to be on the top 75. So I don't want to.
He should have.
Rob. Hey, Rob.
He should have.
Hey, Rob.
This Tim.
Hey, Rob. Is Dame better than Jimmy Butler?
I mean, in my opinion, I would say no.
I mean, hey, that's all. Hey, that's cool. Hey, everybody got their own player. I mean, their own opinion. But
what makes Dame better than Jimmy Butler? Aside, you said scoring by miles, which is crazy. But okay.
I mean, if they both out there, depending on what I got, like Dame, I'd rather me personally have.
That's Dame. And that's the issue right there.
I'm talking about me personally.
How was that issue?
Yeah, because you said depending on what Jimmy Butler can fit anywhere. Dame can't.
And we've seen him prove that. He went to Philly. He was in Minnesota. He went to Chicago. He started in Chicago.
Well, no, I'm saying
he won when he went to those places.
What I'm saying is
he was in the playoffs when he went to those places.
Hold on.
All right, Dame hasn't been nowhere but Portland. Like, let me say this. You can't say he could fit anywhere when he hasn't been nowhere.
That's his choice.
No, let me say this.
So how can he fit in other? Well, how can he fit in all these other?
But what I was about to say is for you. Hold on, Tom. For you say this, what I was about to say is we can rest this conversation right here until the season starts because he about to go to Miami, so we gonna see what he do when he get there. I'd be surprised if
they want him there bad.
Yeah, and we gonna see they
want him there bad.
On the same team who's really the dog.
I don't want him to go there personally.
I want him to go there. I want them. I think they're gonna be a dynamic duo. But
let me say this real quick. When you said it depends on who they have out, like who on the team. Like if you got Steph and Clay, you don't need Dame.
Of course, that's what you need another scorer for.
No, I'm just saying you can take.
Depends on who you got. That's what you said.
Jimmy Butler, you can put Jimmy Butler on that team. That's the only reason I said that.
Because he will be the only defender.
You just proved my point about defense again.
This is what I'm saying. He's not a defender like Jimmy.
No, listen. This is what I'm saying. You said depending on, like, you can put Butler on any team. You can't put Dame on any team. That's all I was saying.
Right.
Like you said, depending on what they have out there, you can put Jimmy Butler with who. You can put him with the Celtics.
You can put Jimmy Butler on any NBA franchise right now, assembled as they are. He'll be
like Andrew Wiggins.
Wait, hold on. Right. I was about to say, you can literally take Jimmy Butler right now and make him a free agent and put him on all franchises in the NBA, and he's going to have an impact. You can't put Dame on every NBA franchise right now. He's going to have the same impact. You can't do that.
You put him on that Portland team, that Boston team, what they needed a point guard, a scoring point guard. They would have fucking.
They didn't need a scoring point guard. They didn't. They
couldn't dribble. What you mean? They couldn't dribble. They needed missing a lot of bad shots.
I don't want to get into my Dame slander. I don't want to get into my Dame slander.
Of bad shots.
We here now. I don't know how far we in, but we into it now. Everything.
I don't want to get into my Dame slander because you said a dribbling point guard. He's a scoring. He's a scoring.
Yeah. He's not Kyrie.
He's not. He's
James
not,
Harden.
He's not a James Harden. He's not a Chris Paul.
No,
he's not a Rondo. Like that's what they need. Mike Conley. He's not one of those type of point guards. I'm gonna get my bucket.
So if Dame was there, he would have made a lot of shots. It wouldn't have been.
No, I agree with you.
It wouldn't have been 40.
No, that's what you. All you said is him scoring. All you said is him scoring.
I can't say that. I
right,
can't even say that.
and assists and not.
He's not a facilitator. He's not a facilitator.
Hey, Tim. Let me give you. Let me tell you what Damian Lillard ain't. Check this out.
Yeah. I agree with you over what they had, but that doesn't make him
stop.
facilitator.
Dame on his bum team had his highest scoring season ever because he ain't had nobody but him. I think we all in agreement on that. He averaged 7 assists for the season. You know who averaged 7 assists for the season?
Look who he had. You gotta have some help.
Averaged 5.
You gotta have some help for somebody 8. To score.
Where Jimmy at? Jimmy averaged 5 assists. So Dame averaged 7 assists for the whole season, and 5. Jimmy Butler averaged 5 assists. The same guy who you saying is levels above Dame. Like Dame not a facilitator, and that's my guy. He's a bucket. That's what Dame is.
Nobody to facilitate too. What the hell?
Even when he had people to facilitate too, he was not a facilitator. He was a bucket.
I mean,
He's always been a bucket.
You can't say he don't got nobody to facilitate too.
No.
Let's just for the sake of the conversation.
For the sake of the conversation, just run with that.
All right, hold on.
If he did,
how many assists you think LaMelo had this season? And you're not about to tell me the Hornets got a better team than the Trailblazers. You're not about to say that.
Style of play. Look at that style of play.
Oh my God.
So that don't matter?
No.
That don't matter?
No.
You just said you gotta have somebody to pass the ball to. That's what you say. You say you gotta have somebody to pass the ball to. That's what you said.
Hey. If you got LaMelo running your point, he's a facilitating point guard.
That's what I said.
But he's a nigga that's going to be in the middle of the floor and he's going to be throwing lobs and all that shit.
That's what I said. That.
Right.
What you talking about?
No, I said Dame's not a facilitator. I said he's not a facilitator. That's what I said.
Right.
All right, but he's a shot maker.
I said that too.
Celtics was having turnovers and not making shots. Dame will make shots and not have 10, 15, 20 turnovers. What are you talking about?
I
can agree with you on that, but I said
that's what I said. That's why I said Boston needed that, right?
Doesn't need a scoring point guard.
No. I'm finna interject in this because that's two different things. You said if Dame was there, they wouldn't have had as many turnovers because he would have been taking shots. Just because he would have been taking shots, don't make him a facilitator. Like that's two different. You going in two different directions with it.
I say he wouldn't have been having all those turnovers. He would have been making shots.
The Celtics would not have had all those turnovers if Dame was there because he would have been taking them shots. You didn't come back and say if Dame was there,
having turnovers.
No, follow along.
So that's not what I said.
No, you said you basically implying that if Dame was on Boston, he'd have been making shots and not turning the ball over. What I'm saying is if he's making shots, he's not facilitating. So you're not proving your point about him being a facilitator. You're proving more of a point that Dame is a bucket.
All right, if I say facilitate, he's a scoring first type of guard. So
which means he's not a facilitating. Right.
I'm talking about what Boston needed was somebody that could take and make the shots and not have. So everybody was smart.
I don't agree with that.
Them niggas was having turnovers like
turnovers. That doesn't like
that's two different. You going?
Yeah, you saying turnovers are what we're saying is
shot making. Dame is a shot maker and he's not going to have turnovers. I'm talking
about
he
is a shot maker
specifically.
Well, no, I'm saying he is a shot maker. What does shot making have to do with turnovers?
Right, that's what I was trying to get at because you
initiated. What you mean?
You initiated all this by saying that we was talking
about. Hold on. What was I'm talking about for Boston. What happened this year? I said shot making and not have all them turnovers. Two different things. Y'all talking about the shot maker.
That's what you saying.
I'm just saying when you say
listen,
turnovers,
let me rock. I'm saying you acting like I said the shot maker don't have turnovers. I said and so that's two different things. He would be making shots and not having those turnovers that Smart was having. Turnover at the turnover. Brown, turnover at the turnover. Tatum, turnover at the turnover. If they had Dame there, those turnovers would not have been happening. That's what I'm saying. And he would have been making shots. Two different things. I'm not saying, you can score so you lose the ball.
I don't agree with that.
All right, that's your opinion.
Because
that's cool.
You just said, you basically saying Damian Lillard is going to replace the errors from three people. No, that's no way. No. Damian Lillard being there. He had the ball
in his hand. What are you talking about?
He's not always going to have the ball in his hand.
Dame better than Tatum.
He's not always gonna have his ball in the hand. No, you can't see him.
No, I'm not saying he's better than Tatum, but what was Tatum doing this year?
The same thing he's been doing his whole career. The same thing he's been doing his whole career.
In the playoffs or like during the regular season?
Who?
You said Tatum.
We talked about this at the beginning of the segment. He was having so many turnovers. Like,
well, no,
so,
you said what was he doing this year? I'm asking, like, are you talking about
in the playoffs? With the Boston team was doing.
That's all I was asking. You said
turnovers.
what was he doing this season? I'm asking, are you talking about playoffs or regular season?
I'm talking about just now. What I stated was Boston. Dane would have took Boston over the hump. Like y'all saying, he would take Miami over the hump. He would definitely take Boston over the hump. And I explained 2 reasons why: shot making and less turnovers.
I just want to jump in and say I didn't say he would take Miami over the top. I just said
none of us said that.
Yeah, I also say nobody said that. You putting words in my mouth.
Y'all just say he's like. All right, that's cool.
I'm gonna repeat what I said. I said I want to see Dame go to Miami because you started this by saying that Dame was better than Jimmy, and I said no, he's not. That's how this conversation got going. Then you translated to say that Dame was a better facilitator than Jimmy Butler, and I was like, and then you said because he's a facilitating guard, and I'm like, no, he's not. I was saying I wanted to see Miami.
I don't think he said he was a facilitator. I don't think he said he was a facilitator.
But what I was trying to say is, I wanted to see Dame go to Miami because I do think that him and Jimmy Butler could make some things. I'm not saying he's going to take them over the top, but I think that they could make some moves and make a push in the playoffs. I'm not saying he's going to take them over the top.
Shit, they make a push in the playoffs every year. So.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Well, Dame ain't making consistent pushes in the playoffs, so at least he can be with an actual team that's like can go. Because like, think about it,
a competing team. He'll be with
a true contending team, and it don't got to be him carrying the load. That's why I said I want to see him go to Miami.
Why you think they want him in Miami? They play defense.
They play defense in Miami though, so they're gonna have to step it up.
That's exactly.
Why they want him in Miami again?
That's a fact, Rob. That's a fact.
Because they need a scorer.
That's a fact.
They do need a scorer, but he definitely gonna have to step his defense up. They just want Dame
in Miami just because they believe he's gonna just go to the finals with them again.
Tim, I'm telling you,
that's exactly.
Tim, I'm telling you, they want him in Miami because they need a scorer.
They need another bucket. Just look in the finals. Everybody disappeared. It was Jimmy disappeared. The whole team.
So with them getting him to score, that just still leaves them in the same place. Like, hey, getting Dame. We just want Dame.
What's the same place?
To join us in the finals. So they want Dame to join them in the finals, not take them over the hump.
Okay, hold on. Wait, hold on. Okay, let's spin it like this then. If Dame was in Miami in the finals, do Miami lose 4-1?
I think they still do.
No. I want to hear what Tim got to say first.
I was about to say. I think
I'm asking all of y'all, but since do they lose 4-1?
No.
How you think the series ends?
You think they win?
No, y'all.
I don't know. I don't know if they win because I never seen Dame with them, but it would have been. It was a lack of scoring.
Okay, you just said,
and Dame will bring that.
That's why they want him in Miami. That's why they want him in Miami. Yeah, that's what.
But I'm saying, like, with him being in Miami, and you thinking, all right, they getting Dame. You just think they want Dame just to go back to the finals, or you think
that's the only thing he brings to them is scoring.
So you don't think they believe Dame would get them a championship?
No, I mean me personally.
I don't know. I
don't think.
I think they think they can win back to the same spot.
I'm gonna say yes. I think Miami is looking at last season like, you know what? If we had Dame, we potentially could have beat Denver. That's how they looking at that situation. Yeah, yes, I think that's why they made the move because they think they can win it. They think that Dame, Bam, and Jimmy Butler with a couple of the role pieces could contend to win a championship. Because as an organization, if we had Jimmy Butler and a bunch of undrafted free agents and we made it to the finals, if we can get Jimmy a consistent bucket, we might be able to win a championship. Yeah, that's exactly what that organization is thinking about, and I can't disagree with it. Because if they had Dame in the finals, they had a chance. I'm not saying they would have won, but they definitely had a way better chance. Because a lot of those games that Miami lost was because Miami had the lead and blew the lead. And that translates to 2 things. Defense, and I keep trying to tell y'all, defense is important because you can't guard them all game, and scoring. If you don't have defense, you can't score. Defense turned into transition offense. And all those games.
So this defensive team didn't have defense, you saying?
No, I'm saying they didn't have consistent scoring in the finals. And they were not defensively good enough to compete with the Nuggets. The only way that Miami was going to beat Denver in the finals, they was going to have to outscore them. They was not going to go man-to-man with them. No.
Yeah, my man Kyle Lowry would have had to go for like 25, 30.
They needed, yeah. That wasn't happening. We know that. But we know that. But no.
Somebody had to do it.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like Miami looking at it like we need to go find somebody who can score with Jimmy. Because Bam, shout out to Bam. Bam was hooping in the finals. He was scoring buckets. He was on the boards. He was playing defense. Yeah, like, but I'm saying especially in the playoffs. Like they got to the final. He was hooping. I'm not saying he was the best player on their team, but he was giving them a chance inside.
The final series, he played like the best player on that team.
He did play like the best Heat player in the finals. I can agree with that. They didn't have enough. All the shooters was broke. Not just Vincent, not just Strus. Hero was hurt, so I mean you got to take that account. Victor was
Duncan
hurt,
Robinson.
so you got to take that into account. Robinson was shooting bricks. He missed a wide open shot that would have won them a game twice. Like
he also made shots that
Dame would have hit that, right? But that's what I'm saying. When it mattered,
and he played defense to keep him in the game. Whether it's taking a charge or whatever.
Exactly. Like that's what I see on his Dame side. Like Dame gonna get us some buckets. I think we can win. And in the East, he gonna have a way better chance winning with Miami in the East than anybody in the West. Like, he got to get out the West. He ain't doing nothing in the West.
He go to the Pelicans. I think they can compete with the Pelicans. He would compete with them.
Him and CJ again? Him, CJ?
No, get CJ out of there. Get CJ. I mean, they would have to give up CJ to get Dame.
They wouldn't do that. I don't think Portland want him no more.
I mean, it'd be a 3-team trade, but I think, no, I mean, you say anywhere in the West. I think he can go to the Pelicans. Like, that would make sense, and they would compete if he was on that roster.
Sleeper team right, that's that sleeper team right now.
I agree. If they could stay healthy, we talk about health. That's why I asked about games played. You know, and because I had that, I didn't even have Zion in my pool. I don't think Zion.
Well, I think would a halfway Zion, depending on who they would have to give up to get Dame. Like, if you put Dame on the Pelicans with a halfway Zion, I think they can compete in the West because they made it to the play-in, right?
They can compete
now without him.
Did they make the play-in?
I think they was in the play-in.
Healthy Pelicans and healthy Clippers would have changed the way the West looked. It was right there.
It was a
conversation. The Clippers,
at the beginning of the year, I think
I agree with that.
I think myself and probably a lot of others had Pelicans and Clippers probably top 5 over West because they was on paper.
I respect that.
And then how the game and how the season started when they was all
top 5 seed, wasn't?
Who?
The Clippers.
Pelicans?
No, Clippers.
Oh, yeah. You talking about as when they finished the season?
Yeah. I think they was 5.
Was they? Oh, yeah. I think they finished 5. Warriors 6.
What?
Because they played
rankings in the West.
Because they played Suns in the first round?
In the first round.
The Clippers.
Yeah. They was a 5.
This year?
Yeah, in the
Suns. Yeah, so I mean, they with the unhealthy Kawhi and PG, they made it. That's because they made it top 5 seed.
Yeah, because at one time it was PG playing, and then the next minute it was Kawhi playing. They was taking turns.
They haven't played together.
Yeah, they was taking turns. That
makes me sick, man. Because PG, my guy, like if he was, we talk about being healthy, he'd be top 10 if he could stay healthy. Like, and I think you could still probably debate him being a top 10 player.
Yeah, I was thinking about him over Kawhi. I was gonna say,
yeah, because I ain't gonna lie to you. Maybe it's me being biased. I like PG over Kawhi.
So I like PG.
I do too. I do too. I had to put Kawhi at 10 because PG said he was number 2. So I had to.
He did. That is true. He did. That's. I think maybe he was taking the high road and being humble, but
I mean probably. But that's why I had Kawhi at 10 over PG.
Skill wise, PG better than Kawhi.
Oh
no, he is. I'm just saying that's the only reason I would have had PG at 10.
Just on some shit.
Yeah.
But, Rob, did you say any honorable mentions? I think
I had
Tim and TVP
Mitchell.
did.
I had Donovan Mitchell. I put Dame in there. AD.
That's crazy. I actually top 10. That's wild.
His health, availability. You big on defense. I'm big on
the best.
You big on defense.
Ability is availability.
Yeah. You big on defense. I'm big on because. This year in the playoffs, he definitely was balling. I ain't gonna lie, he definitely balling this year in the playoffs anyway. But
yeah, Pelicans did.
When he healthy, of course, he a top 10 player.
Pelicans made the play.
They was a player.
Yeah. Minnesota.
So was them in the Timberwolves?
Mm-hmm. Rob, that's a good point, man. And that's why at the very beginning I was like, that's why I was like, if you are like, you got to play X amount of games, and if players ain't playing X amount of games, I can't have them on my list. I can't.
I was just basing my list. I was just basing my list like probably like I'd say I was doing it for like the last 4 or 5 years. My top 10. But if we was just probably doing it, if we was doing it like, well, if we was doing it for like the last 5 years, he probably would be in there.
Who?
But since we just AD.
AD.
If he was like ranking them from like the past 5 years, of course he'd be in the top 10. But these last couple of years, he hasn't been healthy.
All right,
just like
so
Zion to be in the top 10.
On. You can say Zion would be on. Oh, you talking about if he was healthy?
If he was healthy.
Yeah. If he was healthy, he'd be a top 10.
He ain't never been healthy.
Exactly. Right. That's what I said. But you seen when he was on the court though.
When he was healthy, he was number one seed.
They was number one seed and all that. Like he was putting up numbers.
That's why I have no objections to that. Like, because that's a valid.
Yeah, I'm big on availability, man.
All right.
It's probably not an interesting topic because of what USA is bringing, but USA basketball, man, I don't know. This year is going to be a lot of issues. Like,
why? What happened? What's going on?
Okay.
The roster that they assembled.
Yeah.
Fans like
the roster that they assembled.
Fans.
It's already assembled already.
Yeah. Fans probably not.
Who on the roster?
Yeah, you got the
who on the roster. I didn't know they had the roster together.
Yeah, I mean, and then mind you, it's not the Olympics. It's still a USA team, but it's for the FIBA World Cup.
The FIBA,
so kinda, us as fans don't look at it as different basketball games, but it is. But even with FIBA, they normally bring a better team.
Mm-hmm.
So like we don't got to stay on this, but I can name the players.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah. Cool.
Pablo Banchero.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Solid, but
I'm mad at that. Yeah.
USA defend our country solid. Mikal Bridges.
Mikal Bridges. Oh my gosh! Wow, that's crazy.
But Bridges
was hooping though. He was hooping.
He's been hooping.
Phoenix let him go. He turned to a number one option quick.
Y'all gotta look though. A lot of them superstars the superstars really don't be playing in the World Cup for real. They like to play in the Olympics. Yeah, they don't really play.
But they had better players than what we are naming.
The
World Cup. They had better players. Like, then you got Jalen Brunson.
Okay, I ain't mad at that. That's a bucket.
I ain't mad at that.
I'm gonna tell you one reason after you finish naming your list.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. I want to hear the list.
Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
I love Ant-Man. I'm feeling him on there.
Yeah, I like Ant.
Anthony Edwards. All right, here. Hold on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna name all the better players in my opinion. We said them three. Brandon Ingram.
Okay.
Solid. That's a great
bucket getter.
On a
play defense.
Jaren Jackson Jr. They definitely needed him on the defensive end.
Defensive player of the year. Defensive player of the year.
They need defenders and big men over.
Yes, they do.
Playing for the country because these overseas cats play they big men like.
Yep. The old school
they
basketball.
got teams with real centers.
Yeah.
Right.
Old school ball.
All right. Tyrese Halliburton, solid point guard. Debatable, but USA, like playing for my country, I'd rather have a Donovan Mitchell and like it's some other players that I would rather have. Cam Johnson, I didn't expect that.
It's my guy, Tar Heel, baby. Woo!
But I didn't.
Shooter.
Hold on, you expected him to represent the country though?
Nah, I ain't saying all that. That's my guy though. Shout out to Nah.
Cam Johnson, solid.
I was gonna say he cool though. Yeah, like, he a good defender. I ain't saying great.
Okay, Walker Kessler. I think Icon, that's his man. One of his like Walker Kessler for future Utah, right?
Future defensive player of the year.
Well, that's for Utah, right?
Ooh,
yeah, future defensive player of the year.
Okay.
See, like look at everybody's like I'm naming these players and everybody like
future defensive player of the year.
All right, Josh Hart.
No. I like Josh Hart, but no.
I was about to say the same thing. I was like, I guess.
All right, Bobby Portis.
Okay, he played hard in the paint from Milwaukee.
Respectable.
Yeah,
he's like
inside presence.
I'm gonna say why Bobby Portis because I think out of all the players that you named so far, he's been in the league the longest. So he's somebody that you just really want around the young guys to mentor him.
Yeah.
I said he's gonna bring energy.
And he is a good player.
Yeah, he is an energy player.
Okay. All right. And this guy, the final guy, the 12th player he's like a fan favorite. Skill wise, I mean, like he's like not a fan favorite, but he became popular this year. I don't think he's
the most popular player on the team.
No, he's definitely not. He probably though.
Oh no, I was asking.
He's not the worst player, but he's not the best guard on the team. Austin Reeves is representing our country.
Oh man.
I'm not knocking him. I'm just saying these are the guys that are representing our country.
Nah, I'm sorry. I know he had. When you said became a favorite, I was like, "Who is he talking about?" He has become a household favorite.
Yeah, in California. I'm sorry, in LA. In LA, he became a favorite.
Nah, I say across.
He even got a shoe deal.
Across the country.
I think he's working on a shoe deal.
Yeah, he got one. Yeah, but hold on. Yeah. Let's remember that. I'm pretty sure Donovan Mitchell turned it down.
Right, I'm about to say these players probably turned that shit down.
Yeah, you gotta remember that.
They had other players on there, but yeah, of course, some of them turned them down. But I still believe you got better players in here than this pool that we got. But go ahead.
But no, let's remember that a lot of players most likely turned it down. I can't say that he did, but I would imagine Austin Reeves not the first person that you're going after. Bobby Porter's not the first person you going after.
Exactly. That's what I said. A lot of people
like, yo, I'm building my roster.
Hey, them sound like the reserves of the reserves.
Yeah, let's remember that. So
the back end of the reserves.
When you said you'll rather have Donovan Mitchell over Tyrese, I agree. But with the roster that you just said, well, no, you said Jalen Brunson, right?
For me?
Yeah, you said Jalen Brunson was on the roster?
I didn't say I'd rather have Mitchell over anybody. I just said I'd rather have him, period. Somebody like Donovan Mitchell.
Well, no,
I didn't say remove nobody. I mean, but I'd rather have him over everybody except for Anthony Edwards and Brandon Ingram.
Well, no, I'm just saying for that roster, I'll take Tyrese Halliburton over Mitchell just because you need another point guard. Yeah. That's the only reason.
I'm not mad at that either way.
Like I think Donovan Mitchell's a better player, but like for that roster, you need another point guard because you got Jalen Brunson and then
how do you play them on the court at the same time?
That's the only reason.
I was gonna say you can, but that's gonna be a small roster. Like
Mitchell is one of those guys that you need in this USA type game.
I agree.
Like
him and Anthony.
Mitchell is one of the. Mitchell would be.
That's gonna be
like I said. Mitchell would be the star player on this team, or him, Ingram, or Edwards.
I was about to say no. Ingram would be the star player.
Yeah, or Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
No, I think Donovan Mitchell. I think Donovan Mitchell the star.
Mitchell is like the favorite. He's like the most exciting. He's probably like the best or the most. I think
Ingram's better.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, he said exciting. Okay, yeah.
Ingram's better, but when you say star, Donovan Mitchell is more of a star than Ingram. So Ant is a rising star. Ant will be up there soon.
Yeah, it's definitely not Ant. Because B.I. once he left, once he went to New Orleans, he done started to get his his superstar status. But that's why I was like, I don't know if I would put that. But I go
Ingram probably the most skilled player on here because Ingram gets everything. He's one of my favorite bigs
on the team.
Oh, for sure,
Overall.
Right.
And then I would say Anthony Edwards, but Mitchell would be. He brings that present like. He's going to want to take the last shot. He's going to get the fans involved. He's going to have highlight after highlight after highlight. So he would be like the star. He's not the best player, but he would be like that star.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like, it sounds like they got – so you got basically Brunson and Mitchell /
you got not even an all-star team. They got all-star reserves.
Yeah, that's why I said it's definitely I'm just trying to think the logic behind putting this team together. So you got buckets. Jalen Brunson's a bucket. Mitchell gets a bucket. Halliburton.
Oh, Mitchell not on the team. Mitchell not on the team.
Mitchell not on the team. No, he's not.
I thought you said he was. Oh, my bad.
Icon said he probably turned it down because he should have been on the team.
Oh, so they don't have, my bad. Okay.
They actually don't have no
Halliburton
All-NBA
was on the team,
on this
right?
team.
Yeah,
right. Okay. Well, no, because I was just trying to think about how they put this together. So, I mean, I guess that'll be pretty much your backcourt. You'll have Ingram, because, like, the whole thing is going to be who the hell is the big? Like, obviously, Portis is in there.
Kessler, Jaren Jackson.
Oh, I forgot about Jaren Jackson. Yeah. I forgot. Okay, all right.
Oh, and Pablo.
He not really a big man. He just 6'10".
He's 3'4".
I was about to say he just 6'10".
He a USA big.
I like he's 6'10". Like he gonna play the big, but like nah. When I mean big, like Jaren Jackson, I mean that's gonna be your center. Like when I think of big, I'm thinking like a true center. Like
well, Walker
but we don't
Kessler.
have one no more.
That's
I mean,
that's a true center.
Yeah, all right.
He play center?
Yeah, Walker Kessler. Yeah,
he gonna have to.
Oh shit! I look at
Kessler. No, he a center.
Oh,
I think he no, he didn't lead the league. He averaged about 2 blocks a game. Yeah. He featured defensive player of the year. Let me turn my light on.
That's our starting center.
If he's not,
that's our starting center or Jaren Jackson.
It depends on who they're going up against. It depends on who they're going up against.
They're gonna have to switch this lineup a lot.
Yeah, I was about to say that's
Bam on the roster, right?
Matchup.
No, he was supposed to be, but he's not.
Oh, all right. I was about to say
that's what I'm saying.
Was on it.
And you know, Bam was having problems with these big men over there.
I was just about to say, you want to know what my opinion is? I think some of these NBA players, as time gone on, realize they don't want to be on the face of US catching a loss. I think that's what it is. They're like, yo, I don't want to be on that roster and we ain't bring home gold. Because, you know, you look at the legacy, you got Kobe, Bryant, Jordan, of course, like all the OGs from back in the day who was just running through FIBA world. It didn't matter. They hooping.
And that's another thing I was going to say too.
They don't want to lose.
When you was doing your list, another reason is a lot of the best players in the league aren't American anymore.
But they got better players than this.
No, they do. But like when you say who represent the world, represent you would.
Yeah, you mean like team? Because you mean like Giannis and Jokic
SGA,
and Luka, who not
Luka.
Actually, I get what you mean by that. Yeah,
and B.
That's true, but USA still has the. USA still should have. They still
if
do
Team
have the
USA
top 12
were to put
NBA
their
players.
true best players out there, like if
no,
this was
they
the World
do.
Cup,
but
we would have.
I'm just saying, like when a person be like, "Why this person ain't on the why this person ain't on a FIBA the FIBA team?" A motherfucker probably would say, "Why SGA ain't? Why Andrew Wiggins ain't?" But not realizing they're not American. Yeah, that's the only. That's all I was saying.
What you mean by that for sure.
But
a lot of people probably don't even know that. They probably be like, "Wait, Gilgeous Alexander couldn't play for America."
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. When you put that young team together, person be like, "Why this person ain't on the team?" They not American. Like Jamal Murray. People just saw Jamal Murray go, "Why Jamal Murray ain't on the team? He's not American."
Canadian.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's all I was saying.
Yeah.
Have y'all been following the summer league?
Me personally, I haven't had the time to. My favorite player out the draft that was playing in it is Scoot Henderson. Like I've been watching him. I was like watching him before the summer league, and I'm definitely a fan.
Yeah, he a hooper. But yeah, I ain't.
Yeah,
I've been keeping it up with it slightly. What y'all think? Since we talking about it, about the Wembanyama hype, y'all think he overhyped? They doing too much, or y'all think he gonna be?
I think he
star?
Can't speak on him yet. Yeah, he might be all right. I don't know. I can't say nothing yet.
It's hard to judge off the summer league.
It's hard. You can't really judge him yet. The summer league. He coming from
he's
playing.
A solid player.
Well, I mean, obviously we're speaking on potential. Yeah, I mean, we don't. I'm just talking about the hype that he got right now. Like, y'all think it's justified, or he's just trying to make a star?
All right, I go real quick. I think he's a solid player, but I would say hype. They comparing him to like KD and all this stuff, but like we already got
Bobo.
I want to Bobo and then Chet Holmgren. Yeah, like he's not doing nothing that they're not. I mean, he's not no different than them from what I see.
That's been the social
like
media
Bobo is keep getting passed around, but this boy can hoop. So I don't know what's going on with the coach.
I hear an effort level. I hear an effort level with him.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Oh, effort level.
Effort.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
well, that's a lot. That's a lot.
That's what I've been hearing about him.
You could be as skilled as Kyrie, but if you don't want to hoop and if you don't got the effort, you don't want to be out there and get.
That's why Kyle Lowry one of my guys.
Oh, yeah, because he's definitely high effort, low talent. But go ahead.
That's agreeable. We can agree with that. That's cool.
So that's how I feel about him. Like kind of overhyped because I believe you got two other players that could do the same thing, and I can't wait to see.
So far, he's looked solid, but I think he can, if he can not even bulk up, if he can handle the grind of the NBA, I think he'll be good because he's looked good defensively so far. Like as a defensive player, he's looked really good. He blocks, he contesting shots, and he quick enough on his feet that he can close out. So if he can hold up to the grind, because NBA is different than everywhere else, that long 82 game season. Offensively, he a rookie. He's not played over here, so he got to get used to that. But defensively, he looked good. So that's why I think people have been up and down on his summer league, and they holding him out for the rest of the summer league too.
He's not playing no more. Yeah, I saw that earlier.
Yeah. So, but he looked good as a defender.
Hold on, real quick. Write down your rookie of the year lock. So, do you got Wemba or?
I don't got one. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I was about to say I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. If Wemba's healthy the whole year, he's gonna be rookie of the year. It don't matter how good or bad he play. Just because he's gonna be in the media all season long.
All right, exactly.
And the reason I say this because
okay.
I rock with Embiid. He shouldn't have won MVP. I'm pretty sure the majority of us agree with that. But they was riding him all after the All-Star season. So if Wembanyama stay healthy,
we already knew he was going to be the MVP.
Good.
Embiid, make sure you give Kendrick Perkins a gift, man.
Hey, yeah, I don't have a lock. If he's not healthy, Scoot going crazy.
I don't
know that I believe in Brandon Miller yet. I got to see it with him. I think he got potential.
I agree with what you just said.
Scoot probably had the best season this year,
especially if Dame. Oh my God, that might be his team.
Hell yeah!
Scoot, your favorite rookie? That's your person to look out for, from the draft.
Me,
Scoot?
Yeah.
I'm TVP.
Yeah.
Probably the number 1 overall pick.
Wemby.
Wemby.
I gotta really look at other than the.
Who you say, Tom?
I ain't gonna lie. Other than the top 3, I don't know who really came out for real.
You think your boy? Well, not really your boy. Which one is it? Isaiah
the
Thompson for the Rockets.
Thompson twins.
You like him?
I ain't even see him play in the summer league. So
I think he got hurt in one of the games.
Yeah, I think he hurt.
Yeah.
Weeks. Yeah.
I think it was a month.
Was it? Yeah, I thought it was 3 weeks ago. So maybe
they say 3 or 4. Mine is Imani Bates.
Yo, I forgot about Dog.
Oh,
I forgot about Dog. Hey,
mine is Imani Bates.
Hey, we talk. Hey, sports bet. Hey, I put a future on Imani Bates.
That's why when you said rookie of the year,
I
don't think he's gonna win rookie of the year because I'm not sure how much
he's gonna have a big impact.
He gonna be a.
Well, no, he is a bucket, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know if he's going to get.
But I was going to say, I think he might be a problem in the league.
No, he is. That's why
he should get playing time now. I get what you're saying though, because since they not talking about him like that, ain't nobody looking for him. But Imani Bates is a bucket, and he should get time for Cleveland. He better get time for Cleveland. But we'll see how that goes. I was
about to say it all depends on how Garland and Mitchell bring him in. If they allow him in to be a part of their backcourt, he should be lethal. That team.
Yeah, Imani Bates, that's my rookie right there.
I was just sitting there, I'm like, yo, I feel like it's somebody I'm forgetting. That's For those who don't know, y'all better take some notes because dog, the truth.
Get him while he cheap.
Yeah, real talk.
Boy,
when he gets some attention, it's gonna be a whole thing.
TVP. The name is TVP for a reason. Promote yourself.
Yeah, Instagram, The Vegas Paradise. I'll let your boy. YouTube, you can type me into The Vegas Paradise also.
If you're looking for anything Vegas related, TVP is the guy to go to.
That's right.
Definitely.
Rob is an upcoming streamer. Rob, what's your PSN? What you streaming on? Twitch? YouTube?
I'm streaming on Twitch at the moment. I ain't got the YouTube up right now,
what's your Twitch handle?
My Twitch handle is
exactly what everybody
description on the channel for sure.
Tim Broadway, upcoming. A bullshit rapper, but upcoming rapper, man.
That guy.
Just name had
where they can find you
at. Title, what is it? Title, Apple, Spotify, Tim Broadway. You'll see a couple joints on there. They all bangers. You won't. I mean, you'll love it. Just look for the boy.
All right, Icon. Where they find you?
Iconic. Facebook is Iconic Tom. Instagram, Iconic_Tom 4x4. I'm going to probably try to make them the same thing so I can be found everywhere by the same handle. At least once a week, we're going to try to get together for a podcast. like I said, it's mostly gonna be basketball and football. Depending on what's going on in the sports world, we might try to figure something else out. If it's a big fight, you'll have Tim Broadway here to tell y'all what he think about it. We'll dial it back, but we'll say what we looked into.
Sure, y'all hit that subscribe button so y'all always tuned in. Click the bell so y'all don't miss no notifications, because we might pop up with a video out of nowhere one time just cuz. So, and y'all comment below. Let us know what y'all thought on this podcast episode. If y'all tune in through audio, y'all hit us on social media. Share y'all thoughts, man. Trying to build the community. Tune in with some real sports talk with some real people, man.
Thanks.
Holla.
Appreciate it.